now. Okay, so he did see lots and lots of barracks from MorroW with that Overlord sacrifice that he had earlier. Gonna switch to production tab so I don't miss a Baneling nest next time. And he is getting the Baneling increased speed, and what else do we got here? Ventral Sack. So Overlord's gonna be able to drop Banelings wherever Sheth pleases here as soon as these upgrades complete. MorroW sitting at the watchtower, setting up his siege tanks. I'm surprised he hasn't built a bunker or any turrets, as Terran players love to just have that very static defense all over the map, and sending out more Marines all the time. Looks like he did get the shield upgrade, which is nice, and the +1 weapons. Has Sheth got any upgrades for his guys yet? No, 0-0 still. I am surprised, actually. No Evo Chamber? Yes, he does have an Evo Chamber, and he's getting ranged upgrades, but finally we have a confrontation here. The tanks are set up, but MorroW runs away from the Baneling, so these tanks are surely going to fall. A good splatter there for Sheth, just dripping all of MorroW's Marines in acid, taking them to the ground in mortal peril. And looks like these Banshees are going to be doing quite a lot of damage, actually. MorroW stims up, maneuvers around with his medevacs. Oh, huge kill there. Was that a Baneling or just mass roach killing? Like, that was a lot of bio units going down there. And Sheth even has a queen out here with full energy for some transfusion trickery. So MorroW forced to retreat from Sheth's remaining forces. It looks like there's only a handful of roaches and hydras left, but that was a pretty solid combo for him. It looks like it worked out pretty well, especially with those Banelings roasting all of the huge amounts of bio that MorroW brought along with him. And he does have lots and lots of barracks, a couple of them with reactors, so he's going to be able to replenish this army pretty quickly. He's also got tanks still on the field, a couple of medevacs still alive. This one escapes with just 7 health away from the super slow hydras off the creep, and Sheth doing a good job of spreading creep tumors all along the way. He's going to have this highway connected someday. Oh, what do we have here? We have a drop by MorroW, killing off a bunch of the drones of Sheth's first expansion over here on the top part of Lost Temple. He is going to be able to take out this hatch, and Sheth looks like he is not going to try and mobilize to try and save that right this moment. Looked like he may have sent some lings, but actually chose to stop them in their tracks. He's morphing in some more Banelings, seeing that MorroW still has plenty of bio units to roast with them, to make them sizzle with acid or whatever's in those little Baneling sacks. I imagine it's acid. They turn green and shrivel up, so I don't know what's inside those Banelings to make the Marines fall like that. But command center going up for MorroW now. He has not cleared these rocks yet, so I'm not sure what he's planning to do with it, where it's going to go at the moment. But Sheth looks like he's doing just fine. All of his economy is okay, you know, aside from the fact they just lost a hatchery. His natural, which was actually his second expansion, is still just fine. He is expanding over here at the gold. MorroW does have a lot of units still in these medevacs. Looks like lots and lots of Marines and Marauders. Is he going to drop them on the cliff? It looks like he is going to do that. He's going to take out this extractor, no problem. Sheth's units are pretty much out of position here to deal with anything like this at the moment. Is he going to be able to reach these drones? It looks like he might reach 1 or 2 of them, but MorroW going to load up all his units again, stranding this one poor little Marine with 4 kills. Poor guy. He's just going to live out his days here on this cliff overlooking Sheth's natural expansion. But he scans ahead of time to make sure there's no army here. Goes ahead and moves in, trying to kill off this high yield before it can even start. Sheth is going to want to defend this, as that is a pretty good investment there for him to protect. He's got some Banelings rolling in now. Those Banelings could have been more efficient. Looks like a couple of them only killed 1 unit each. Oh man, the fact that this much bio is still alive after all those Banelings just shows that Sheth did not really have good favorable Baneling transitions there, or favorable exchanges there. And looks like Sheth is going to move with, what has he got here? A Baneling and a Roach in one Overlord. I wonder if he even realizes that there's units in this Overlord as he's sending it across the map now. MorroW finally getting his orbital command morphed. What are you going to do with it? Oh, he did clear out those rocks, so good for him. He's going to be able to take a high yield. Sheth able to keep his too, but he does have a couple of idle drones here. He's paying attention elsewhere at the moment. Expanding to this island, he did load up a drone in this Overlord and scooted on up to the corner to try and get some more minerals. More minerals than MorroW. Income, MorroW is ahead by quite a few hundreds of gas and minerals at the moment. Harvesters, pretty equal count, even though MorroW is only on a couple of bases. Now he's sending his SCVs over here to play with this high yield, and Sheth looks like he does maybe know that there's still units in that Overlord. But anyway, all these tanks sieging up now, blasting Zerglings, point defense drones going down from that Raven, going to keep these Hydras doing less damage, and Sheth calls GG. He realizes that he's behind in economy, I guess, and he thinks that army is going to mow right through him. He does not really have a ton of units on the field. If we look at the units tab here, 23 Marauders, 4 Banshees, only 13 Hydras, and 2 Roaches left for Sheth. He lost way too many units at this exchange here at his own high yield. He knows when he's behind, he's not going to try and press the issue and delay the game. MorroW actually having these siege tanks here. Siege tanks do so good against these Hydras. They're not going to be able to squeeze past this huge bio ball to kill the tanks. So Sheth, realizing he's in a bad spot, goes ahead and GG's to save us all some time. So well played by MorroW and Sheth. Still haven't decided if I'm going to cast those other 2 games yet from this best of 3. Just spoiled it anyway, saying there are 2 more games. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that game, and please visit pokerdiscounts.com if you have a chance. Thanks. Bye-bye.